Hello, you've reached my Flosstube channel, which is a channel all about cross stitch and my journey to stitch all the things. My name is Katie. My title is Jeremiah's mom. He makes cameo pretty much every video, and it's always fun. I do a disclaimer that I'm very unorganized and scatterbrained, and I don't talk right on a good day. So it's always fun to see what odd things I'm going to say. If you are new to my channel, it's very nice to meet you. Please leave a comment. That's my favorite part of this whole thing, is getting to have conversations with people, and I really enjoy all the wonderful comments that I've received, and I look forward to any future comments. If you have returned, thank you so much for coming back. It is amazing how many floss tubes are out there, so I appreciate that you care enough to spend a little bit of your time with me. I'm thankful. It's just amazing to see the returning comments, and it means a lot. I appreciate it so much. I've been stitching like a maniac this week. I do a lot of the Facebook challenges for stitching. The monthly magazine challenge, the Springo, is going on for the month of April, and it is a blast. Here is my board so far. As you can see, I've been keeping up. There's a few days I had to stitch the next day, but I'm totally caught up. I'm only one away in the P column, as you can see, and it's just going. It's so fun to be in the chat for that group, and some people have a pattern that has not been called yet, and that's just amazing. So luckily, all of mine have been called at least once, sometimes more. So that gives me a lot to talk about because I'm working on a piece for that. And then I try to work on other pieces. So I'm pretty much working on 2 projects a day. There was one day I worked on 3. So I have 8 different whips to talk about. So hopefully we can make it through my progress. So on Monday, it was a washout. I had countless errors with my floss tube. I always do my floss tubes on Monday if you're new here. I think that it's a fun way to look back and see what I worked on, my progress since the last Monday. That was kind of important. The other thing I like to do is do things out of order, and then you just plug it in to where it goes. So Monday was a total washout. I had an error when I was doing the converting, and then I fixed that, and then I uploaded it, and all the pictures were gone, so I deleted that, and I had to edit it again, and then I did the converting, and I noticed all the pictures was off, and it was just... The behind the scenes is sometimes this is torture and does not want to get done. So Monday, no stitching. Then we did laundry in the evening. Nothing, just nonstop stress the whole day. At least I can laugh about it now. So on Tuesday, I got to stitching. That was a 3 project day. The first one up was Forever in Peace. Here's what it looks like. It is a project by Sweet Wing Studio. It's one of my patriotic pieces that I just really enjoy a lot. It is on 32 count Lambswool Jobelan. I'm stitching it 2/2. Here is what it looked like before. I have, hang on. See, I have notes everywhere. I have 2 days added this week. So I worked on it Tuesday for Springo call number 21. That was letter P, so Forever in Peace. And I worked on it Sunday for Springo call number 14. So I have 18 days in on this one right now, which is what I was trying to get to. And here's where it is. I am so close. So there's a close-up on what I was working on. And I'm just really close. This one is just DMC. That's all I'm using for this one. But I love the way that Sweet Wing designed it. So it almost looks like a variegated thread. And it's just beautiful. I really enjoy it a lot. And I say that for like every project, which I also said, you know, why would we hold up one that we don't like? But so I try to not say that every project, but just in case you didn't know, I like this one. So that was the first one on Tuesday. After that, let's see. I did my first O, so that was Tuesday's call was number 26. That was Lady Liberty. Here's what it's going to look like. That one is by Keslyn, I think that's how you say it. I got this pattern at a retreat I attended to. It was on the sale table, and it was just, you noticing a theme? Another patriotic piece. This was in my O column because it's over 1. It was a piece I hadn't brought out in a little bit, so I really wanted to get it out. That's what I tried to pick for my Springo, is pieces that I hadn't worked on in a little bit. This one is on 32 count White Jobelan. Here's what it looked like before. I am using Gloriana silks for this, and right now I'm using the Pacific dark blue color. I am doing this one 1/1. And I have not cut down the piece of fabric, so it's huge. And here's where it is so far. And this is, let's see. I only got 1 day this week. I added 100 stitches, and now I'm 5 days in. And of course, that makes me realize that I didn't tell you on Forever in Peace, I added 277 stitches this week. So this one I only got to add 100. I'm really hoping it gets called out again. You kind of can't see the blue very well, but it's really pretty. It's one of those that, of course, is more pretty in real life. But I'm really enjoying it. After Tuesday's call was done, I pulled back out the Bird Sow by Lola Crow. Here's what it's going to look like. This is the frame that we have 6 weeks to do. I think it's May 16th. The next part is going to come out. So I'm trying really hard to get the frame done, but not stitch too much on it. So this week I added 2 days to it. Here's where it looked like before. I am using a 36 count Sandbar by BeStitchMe. And I pulled it out 2 days this week and added 1,019 stitches. So right now I have a total of 1,619. And I am 3 days in, and this is where I am. I have to zoom in on that adorable owl. I went ahead and backstitched him because I just had to see what he looked like. And this is the first page. It's completely done. There's a little bit of backstitching down here. And this is page number 2 that I'm working on now. I have just a little bit here, I think. No, right here. This part is actually, it must be a bird later. So I have this part, and then I have a small part over here until I'm finished with that page, and I can go to the next one. So just really enjoy how it's turning out. It's amazing to see on the group the different fabrics and the different choices that people are making. There's some people that started from the bottom, which is where the next birds, I heard that the birds are going to come on the bottom middle. So I guess that's nice, but I thought it'd be best to start at the top and hopefully get the frame done before the first part, which was May 16th. So that was also on Tuesday. The Tuesday was a busy stitching day. So it makes up for Monday being a no stitching day. Okay, then on Wednesday, Springo number 12 was called, which is the S column. This was the first time. And this is Canine quotes from Scarlett House. Let me get that, make sure I'm saying that right. The Scarlett House. Here's what the pattern looks like. I think for this one, I'm only doing the dogs are not our whole life, and I'm only talking to my dog today because the third one with the heart and the paw prints, I just don't really like that one as much. So it's kind of nice because I can pick and choose what I do like. I am stitching this one on a 32 count Lambswool Jobelan 2/2. Here's where I was before. This one was pulled out twice this week. I added 213 total, and I now have 3 days into it. No, 5 days into it. Notes. If I ever have a week where I get my notes right, we're going to have a big celebration. Here's where it looks right now. I finished the frame, got another word added. Me and Jeremiah was having all kinds of entertainment by trying to say the quote, what is it? Do are not our, but they make our life whole. He said I should just finish it this way because he thinks that would be really funny for people trying to think, what the heck was I trying to say? So I don't think I'll do that, but it would be kind of funny. So I worked on this one Wednesday. Wednesday I had 102, and then it came back out on Friday. And I added 111 on Friday. So it's so confusing if I have trouble on a normal day, and then this week I'm working on things, and sometimes twice, and sometimes once, and this day and that day. When you already have a hard time, this is not nice. I also used that one for the I Spy challenge and stitching by the shore. The number 2 on that starts with a C, so Canine Quotes works for that. After I finished that one, I put it away, and it was time to pull out When I Think of Spring by Puntini. Here's what it's going to look like. Jeremiah had spun it a previous video. He gets to do my tiny decision app spins, and then I can blame him for what he gets. I have on there my monthly goals and also the cross stick that I do in monthly magazine challenge, so it picks from those pieces. So he had picked When I Think of Spring. My goal for this month is just to make progress on the project. Here is where I was before. I am stitching this one on 32 count Lt Taupe Lugana 2/2. Oh, to be able to talk. It would be so wonderful. I worked on this one just the one day, but I got a wonderful 376 on that day, which was Wednesday. And this is now day 3 on the project. Here's the whole thing. And I'll bring it in close. There you go. Now you can see the little bunny rabbit. The bunny rabbit will show up a lot better when all the details start to go in. I was debating on changing the color, but once the details get put in, I think he'll pop a lot better. And it's one of them things, like we all know, that try to take pictures or do these videos. It never shows up the same way on the video or on the pictures that it does in real life. So, but I'm very happy with my progress for the week. I will try to finish this one before the first day of summer, which is in June. So that's my goal. So I've met my goal for this month, so I'll go ahead and put it away until next month. Now I'm losing threads everywhere. After that was Thursday. I had number 23 called, which was a new start. It was in my N column, and it is New York Dreamer. Here's what it looks like. It is summertime. I have the other 3 finished. For some reason, this one did not get finished. I had the grand plan to finish these in 2019, and as you can see, that didn't happen. Actually, I didn't finish any of them. So now I just want to finish this one so it can be with the rest of them. I am stitching this one on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. There isn't a before for this one. And I only got 101 stitches. So it's not a very big start, but at least it's a start. And I started at the bottom. So here is my little bitty start. I do love the way it looks on the Vintage Country Mocha. And I have a note about, there's an info sheet. So when you have a note about a note, what's my info sheet? Huh, I don't have an info sheet. Oh, for the others. We don't care about the others right now. We only care about this one. So that is my goal to finish by the end of the year. So hopefully I'm back at it soon. After that one on Thursday, I pulled out Colorful Eagle. It was on the acrostic for monthly magazine challenge for the A and apricot. Here's what it's going to look like. It is by Kitty and Me Designs. Wow, I did a lot of patriotic pieces this week. I just realized it. I love this one because he looks so angry. With the state of the world, do you blame him for looking angry? On Thursday, I got 100 added to it. And on Saturday, I took it to my stitch day at my stitching store in Fort Wayne. And I got 153 added. Here's where he was before. I am stitching this one on 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. I'm doing it 2/2. So I am now day 18 on this project. And here he is. So cool. I got some of his nose filled in. And then at the stitch day, I started working on some of the white up here. His eyes are so cool. So, and I'm pretty sure this is on my goal to finish this year too. I think it's on my year whips and soulful stitching. If not, I'm going to finish it anyway. I only have that half, so I should be able to do that. No problem. On Saturday, the Springo call was number 22, but I did not end up having time on Saturday after we got home because we ended up going to get groceries and all that stuff. So I worked on it Sunday. Then that is when Rainbow Dragon got picked. Here's what she looks like. She's by Paine Free Crafts. Artwork by Bonita Doodles is her name on Instagram. I think it says something different on the chart, on the picture that you're seeing. So, but on my picture, it says Bonita Doodles, so who knows? I started this one January 1st, 2022. It's on 32 count Lambswool Jobelan. I'm doing 1/1 complete X. On Sunday, I ended up adding 126. I am now 33 days into this one. Here she is now. There's a close-up. I just continued where that column's going. Really, just the colors in this one are just absolutely breathtaking. It just amazes me every time I look at it. It's so beautiful. She has some other artwork that she's done with colored pencils, and it's just really interesting to see. Just so beautiful, and so much more me than some people do the black and white, and I'll take the really bright colors instead. After that one, I went back to Forever in Peace, which I've already showed you, and that was finally my 8 whips for the week. It's busy. Lots of progress, lots of stitching, and that's fantastic. So on Saturday, I went to the stitching store, like I said. Janet from Janet Jabber set it up through the stitching store on the second Saturday of the month. We come up, and I think there was 10 this time. I forgot to get a picture. It was a flurry of activity, and then everybody left, and I was like, oh no, I forgot to get a picture. But trust me, we had a really good time. It's always nice to be with like-minded people, because you sit there and you can talk about things that, it's like our own special language, and that's so much fun, and it makes you feel rejuvenated and ready to go and hurry back and stitch all the things even more. I got some stuff in the mail, and I ended up getting some haul, so we'll go to that section now. I finally got my order from Stony Creek. The fabric was back ordered, so they waited to send me the whole thing at the whole package at the same time. So I got in the mail the Spirits of the Watchtower, which is by Glendon Place. It is an absolutely awesome lighthouse. My mom loved lighthouses. I love Halloween and spooky things, so Spooky Lighthouse was just meant to be. And I was lucky enough to get the whole kit, so I bought the fabric and the threads too. So the fabric is a 28 count Raven by Crossed Wing Collection. Finally remembered. It's a beautiful dark fabric. Cannot wait. And it's just an even weave. Just absolutely beautiful. I also got the Sullivan threads. I've never used them, so I'm very excited to use them. The colors are very vibrant and will look absolutely gorgeous on that fabric. And it also came with, let's see if I can put these on here. A gorgeous water lily and some rainbow gallery threads. How do you do this? Really? Those are beautiful. I love the sparkle. And this one's beautiful too. It is lemon and lime. And there was one little pack of beads. So it was so great. And if you don't remember, one extra special thing is it was all free because I ended up having some money saved up that I was able to cash out and use just for this. So all of that, I didn't have to pay for it. That's always nice. I had also got the 2 freebies that was available. One of them was Spring Bunny. And one of them was Easter ornaments. I love that Stony Creek does that. It doesn't add to your shipping. Just some cute little charts. I have no plans on when I plan on stitching them or anything. It's just nice to add to that ever-flowing stash. Then when I was at the stitching store, there was some ladies giving stuff away that they didn't want anymore. And unfortunately, I had to look because, you know, I need more projects. I think Janet had this one, Season Blessings. It's birds and it's seasonal. And she didn't just have winter and fall. She had spring and summer. So I have the whole set. And I don't think these are going to be away too long because they're birds and they're seasonal. And it's a whole set. You notice it? Seasonal set. There is Monsters by Sam Sarah. This is too cute. It says there are monsters. There are very few monsters who warrant the fear we have of them. I thought that was too cool. And I was looking at the threads, and you can get silks, and it would really be neat to do it in that because they're almost like a sparkly silk. Not sparkly so much as like a neon. So that would really, really be cool. So I got that one. I got Just Nan Autumn in the Meadow. I do not think I've ever done a Just Nan. And I don't think I would do it this way, but probably just a pillow kind of finish. And I love fall, so I thought that was too beautiful. And there's a bird. I got Autumn Spice, which is by It's So Emma. Oh, that was really neat. I'm noticing a theme. There's quite a few fall ones, but that's okay. I love fall decorations. Happy Turkey, which is a whole kit from Imaginating. It says, make a turkey happy, eat your veggies. That just beautiful colors in that one. And that turkey is just too cute. And I got Witchy Witchy by Cricklewood Crossing. Never heard of them. It says Witchy Witchy, Screamy Screamy, Happy Happy Halloweeny. I'm definitely going to leave off the alphabet. I could put the year in there, or who knows. I was almost wondering, Andrew, Runner Stitcher, your absolutely beautiful ectoplasm fabric. I might get some and try to stitch this on that. I was showing my husband your Halloween tree that you're doing, and so then I held this one up and I said, oh my gosh, do you think this would work on that ectoplasm fabric? And he goes, well, why wouldn't it? And I said, I love it. So, and then a snowman, it's Too Hot from Ori TM. It was from the Snow Rose series, and it's the little melding snowman. So I said the only bad thing about that is now, of course, I want the rest of the set, and then I seen that they're kind of hard to find. So I guess I'm really glad I grabbed this one. It's just so sad. Poor little melding snowman. Then while I was there, I decided to kit up my mental health May projects. I am doing with Candy 614 Stitcher and a bunch of other people. That is a wonderful idea. I won't talk about the message of these two right now. I'll talk about it later when it gets closer. But I am going to do Sweet Wing Studio Far Better Things. Says there are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. And so I guess I should have pulled that out first. Hang on a minute. I had this fabric in my stash from Retreat. It is Needle Bling. Hang on a minute. Jeremiah, we just looked that up. How do you say it? Shrieky?
Yeah, it was like Shrieky.
Shrieky's tan. Isn't that Shriek? He's my like little
Shrieky or Shriekay.
Shriekay's tan.
I don't really know how to.
Evidently it's the type of tan. You're gonna come say hi now.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, Shrieky's tan.
Yeah.
See how that's you're there. Okay. Say
hi.
So Shrieky's tan. That's the fabric I'm gonna stitch it on. You can go away. You can come back. And I pulled all the threads, which are Classic Colorworks and Gentle Arts, and there's 1 week's dye. They're just so beautiful. I did make a few changes, and I'll talk about those later. Let's see if I can show these better on here. So pretty. Can't wait. And I'll talk about the changes I've made. And I also kitted up Waxing Moon Designs Frugal Samplings. I'm going to do this one, which says, to feel rich, count the things you have that money can't buy. I am going to use another piece of fabric that I got at the retreat, which is the Spellbound by Needle Bling Designs. And we was trying to find what thread we think would work, and my husband helped me. And we ended up going with Dragon Fruit, which is a Gentle Arts. And I think we all think, my husband, the store owner, not store owner, the retired store owner, we really think that'll be beautiful. Wow, the sun came out the perfect time. I really, especially in the light, I think that'll be beautiful. For that one. You'll have to tell me what you think in the comments below. So, got all kinds of fun stuff. Had a great time. Then we came back and we went and got groceries. So, it was a busy day, but I got that stuff done off the list. Don't have to worry about that. So, the challenges in the past week. I did a word game in Whip Warriors, which is a closed group. It is a crossword puzzle. Right now, I have 18. No, hang on a minute. I think I have 20. 1, 2, 3. 21. I have 21 of 25. This ends on Tuesday, so I need to hurry. Get my final stitches in. On Wednesday, there will be 2 weeks worth of Peppermint Purple Salve for me to catch up on, which is week 15 and 16. On Thursday, in Fun with Cross Stitch, they do a traveling game, and we have an Easter event. I have 5 days to work on any project. There's no prompt, And I'm the medium tier, so I need to do 375 stitches. Should be no problem. Sometimes they do a certain prompt, but this time there isn't one. And the Hell's Stitching group, which is hard to get into. It's kind of like Hell's Kitchen. They're only groups of 4, so it's very hard to get into. We have an event running right now on Sunday. So, and Springo is going on, so we'll have to I need to keep up with that. And Jeremiah is going to do more spins. Jeremiah, can you come back? Yep. Like I said, on the tiny decision wheel that I use, I put my monthly goals and also the monthly acrostics for the monthly magazine challenge. If I can get my tablet to come on. Okay.
Hello again.
Hang on. So we have Black Pearl, Beer Dragon, somebody's favorite piece.
Yggdrasil! Woo!
Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage, Mother Nature from Just Cross Stitch Magazine, The Mermaid from Lena Ova, and Noel Gnomes by Jordan Privé. That's what's left. You entertain everybody while I get my tablet to work. Thank you. Okay. Really?
Yggdrasil! Woo!
I'm going to write it down this time. Not that you'll let me forget that one. Wow.
Yeah, no, not that one.
Wow. How excited are you?
Awesome.
I have a monthly goal on that one for $250 a month, but most of the time he makes me do more. Go ahead and spend one more time.
Or $250 a day. You could do $250 a day.
$250 a day?
Help me out.
He's really demanding. Ooh. Mother Nature. Awesome. Okay. Mother Nature. Most time I don't write them down, and then later in the video we end up yelling at everybody and wondering what it was that we spun.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, hey, while you're here, ready? Adelaide!
Hi, Adelaide!
Hi, Adelaide! Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches. We're in an endless tag war.
Yeah.
You just busted your lip. I'll go ahead and let him go.
Huh.
You're...
Okay.
He's just gushing blood. It's no big deal. That's what you get when you smile and you have chapped lips. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. He's okay. This happens all the time. Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches. We're in an endless tag war, so we keep tagging one another. I really enjoyed it a lot. Thank you very much for playing along.
Wondered why I tasted iron.
Don't pass out, because everybody's going to wonder if you're...
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
He's okay. You're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Go back to your video.
I don't think I have anything else to say. We tagged Adelaide. We did our spins. I went through all the wonderful free charts that I got and the beautiful fabric and lots of fun going on. Plans are keep up with Springo to stitch and try to stitch all the things. So, as I say every week, please try to find a way to love yourself. Find all ways you can to smile and laugh and enjoy life, because there's too much sadness going around. We all need to smile more.
I'm still alive.
Okay. And if you can have someone like Jeremiah that can give you a hug. So take care of yourself, stitch all the things, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.